Ramadan. Hello and welcome. Bring a friend. Welcome to the Brain Exchanges. Today I will speak in English, as you know. These brain exchanges will be with my friend that is speaking English, so she's not understanding the Slovenian language. So I will invite her. Vandana, hello. Can you hear me? I hope that this will work.
Hello, can
Hello,
you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you and I can see you.
Great. I can also hear you clearly. How are you?
Oh, thank you. I'm fine. I'm still handling my cold, you know, that I was sick for a few days now, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very happy that I'm back to my energy and that I'm hosting you today. This is something I was so looking forward to. And I really want to welcome you in our group, Woman to Woman. Although you don't understand much, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's in Slovenian language, but I'm really happy that you said yes to my invitation and that you will share today some minutes with us and that you will share your wisdom. So welcome again.
Thanks a lot, Moija. It was, a pleasure when you asked me to come and join your community. I know it is not in English, but there are still many women who can understand.
Yeah.
And even though I'm part of your group and I don't understand, but I can see the energy through
Mm-hmm.
pictures. I do get the sense that how actively you all are connected with each other and how you are, working together, helping each other in your own
Mm-hmm.
ways. So I really enjoy seeing the pictures and the energy that group has. There are good vibes, there is a sense of security and safety in that group.
Mm.
And
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
I'm very glad that you invited me and I can share my learnings. I
Mm-hmm.
never call myself as an expert
Mm-hmm.
because the moment we say expert, I feel that we kill our curiosity to learn. Then it's like, I know everything.
Yeah.
So I don't call myself the expert. I am a learner who is ready to share the learnings.
And this is why I think that we are this we are not so let's say complicated with this word an expert and that we are like, oh, we need this to be perfect and everything
Yeah.
has to be like supported with all those facts and info, because I think that the best way to learn from each other is through experiences, right?
Yes,
And this
yes,
is why I do these brain exchanges. The idea is actually um, to to learn from each other. To if I have some kind of issue that or questions that I need help with, and I know that somebody is went through that already in his life, and that he can help me even just to take one step forward. For
yeah,
me, this is a big value, and this is why what I want to do with these brain exchanges, because we can actually help each other to grow and to move forward.
absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah.
so thank you again. I would like to firstly to just to say a little bit about you. I just mentioned in my group that you are an holistic wellness coach, also an author of one lovely book, I Love Myself, right? So
Yeah.
this is something that I would like to ask if you will share something about that, about self-love.
Yeah.
But for the start, let's say that just few words about you.
Yeah, great. So as you have already mentioned that I'm a author and a holistic wellness coach. I work with overwhelmed and stressed out moms who are in need of finding balance, happiness, and joy in life. Now, first thing why I decided moving into wellness is because that wellness, the meaning of wellness is to be able to find happiness in smaller things.
Hmm.
For us to function at our best, we need to have these moments of happiness in day to day life. We don't need to really wait for something big to happen. And that's what yeah, I wanted to teach to women, that you don't need to have to keep waiting or searching for it.
Hmm.
It is present within your everyday lives. And for moms who are moving from one diaper to another diaper, there
Yeah.
are many such moments come within their life. And they can be happy, they can find joy in
Yeah.
these small moments. Then I would also like to mention why women, because me, you, we all are creators. I believe, it's not the belief, it is the reality.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of us is a creator because we are the only ones who have the ability to create a life, to bring somebody in this world. So, if a woman believes she's nothing, then she needs to really value herself and
Mm.
understand she is the biggest creator of this entire world. And we women, because of this thing of we have the ability to create life by nature and by nurture. Nature
Mm.
is who we are, and by nurture, what we learn from our parents, society, and everything. By nature and nurture, both ways we are gentle, and both ways we are either we are in that mental process, or we are told to keep giving.
Mm.
Then we reach to a moment when it gets difficult. We keep giving, and
Yeah.
we don't find anything for our own self.
Mm.
That is the concept when came in first the woman, and then about her being able to love herself. you
Mm.
know she We as a woman are meant for giving support. So few of us have the luxury when we get the support.
Yeah.
And even if we have to ask for it, first we have to respect our own self.
Mm.
We have to love our own self.
Mm.
Then only we can demand respect, or we can say respectfully that I am also a human being. Look at
Mm.
me. I also need love. I deserve love. So
Would
all
you,
this brought
mhm.
me, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, just go on.
yeah. So all these brought me to, helping the woman to find the love in her life, in her own self, which is always inside her.
Yeah.
Because she has been giving, that means she doesn't have to search. It is inside her. She needs to identify. And then I needed to support her by finding the purpose of her life. These are the two things which I realized that once a woman gets, she develops the ability to accept who she is. She's able to love herself, and she finds a purpose. Then there is no one who can stop her. There is nobody
Yeah.
who can tell her you can't do this or you can't do that. Now
Yeah.
she knows she's the creator. She can create anything in her life.
Wow. Yeah, that is so true that you said. And I was so impressed with you and your group when you are interviewing ladies around the world about finding their purpose.
Yeah.
And this is where I was also your guest there, and I was like wondering if you could share with us your findings till now through these interviews. So how do people find their purpose? I think that this what you said, self-love and purpose are so much related.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Before I move on to how people found their purpose, I would like to mention slightly a difference about purpose and passion, because many times
Mm-hmm.
when I talk to people, and this is my passion of, asking people what is their purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I find there is a lot of, many people don't have the clarity about the difference between passion and a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just like to take few moments in
Mm-hmm.
just shedding some light over there.
Yeah.
Now, you know, purpose is always bigger than passion.
Mm-hmm.
For most of us, it is other way around, that we feel passion is bigger, but the purpose is always bigger than the passion. Purpose is your reason, your force, your drive, that why I want to do this. When
Mm.
I do this, what do I get? So that always takes a higher level. Passion is the way to reach to your purpose. And those, your passion could be multiple, there is
Yeah.
no limit to that. But purpose remains the same. And
Mm-hmm.
passion keeps changing. It can be, today I might love doing something, and tomorrow my love can
Yeah.
change for something else. But every time that purpose will remain same, whatever path I take,
Yeah.
whatever passion I choose, ultimately my purpose becomes so stronger that I have to reach there, whatever way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
it is about the purpose of serving, then I can do that through various means, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't become any obstruction to me.
Mm-hmm.
Passion is different. Passion is the way to reach it, it's the path to reach
Mm-hmm.
there. Purpose is always your end, that this is what, and this is it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really had this problem for a long time because I was always focusing on my passions. And when my husband was talking to me and asking what are your passions, and I was like, I knew I love this, I love that, but I just simply couldn't find that purpose behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I say that purpose is, if you want to light up a fire, first you need a wood, right? And a wood is your purpose. But to start a fire, you need the match, and the match is your passion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is something that I was like struggling for many years because I didn't understand these differences between passion and purpose that you just mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yes, on a regular life, I find people struggling with this question, that
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
uh, we have so many passions, what do we do about it? And they feel that is the end goal.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas purpose is the end goal. And
Mm-hmm.
it is everlasting. Once you find the purpose, it is everlasting.
Yeah.
Passion can keep changing to reach to that goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Now coming to your question of, how people have found their purpose. Interestingly, I haven't found till this time a single way to reach it. Every one of us, because we have a different journey, we have found our purposes in different ways. But one common thing that has happened, which I have observed in talking to so many people, are people who have been able to find the purpose. They are highly introspective.
Mm-hmm.
They ask themselves a lot. They go deeper. They want to know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
So they are highly introspective. Then they have equal share of sufferings. We all have, and they too have,
Mm-hmm.
but those are the people who have not stopped because of the suffering. These are the people who have their strong inner motivation, and they have developed it by virtue of either as a basic nature, or they have learned to overcome the circumstances that they want to rise high. And that inner motivation becomes so stronger that they want to do something about it, they want to channelize, and then they start asking as well. So introspection remains the common ground for people who are searching for a purpose. The answers arise in their own ways. The time limits, there are no time limits. When, who will find the answer? There is no confirmation for that. The only important thing is to keep asking and keep introspecting. The signals are around us. The signals are always around us. We need to stay connected. And the people who have found the purpose are highly connected to themselves.
Yeah.
They have a clarity about themselves. Their
Would you
basics are
say?
very clear.
Yeah.
They
Would you
have a
say that they are going back to their basics? Would you say that?
I was about to say, they are
Yeah.
very clear in their basics and very strong with their basics. For them, smaller things matter, So, for people who have found a purpose, this is one common thing that I have found, that I would say two. One, they question a lot
Yeah.
and they introspect a lot, which requires a lot of self work. And then once they find, they move beyond themselves. Then it's not limited to themselves. Then it goes beyond that. But signals are always there. The information is always there around us. We just need to keep asking. I would like to share my story about, how I found my purpose.
Yeah.
So it was around this time only, exactly this time. It was 6th of April, when I got enlightened about the purpose. And how it happened was, I had been asking myself that, who am I? Why I've come to this life? There has to be some reason for me to be beyond a mother, a daughter, a wife, Why I have come to this life? What is the reason? While I was, searching for these answers and asking those questions to myself, I was also helping one of my friend who had a special need child, and he had a rarest of the rarest disability, and there was no treatment, and I was supporting the family. And it was a miracle for doctors that the child survived for 6 months, then 12 months, then 18 months and 2 years. It was a big thing for doctors. And after 1 year, the doctor said that, oh, I never thought that the child would be able to make it that much. He is a great fighter. But then the situation started going down, 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 and I was supporting them actively. When we lost the child, which was like 5th April, which is tomorrow, I was really asking myself, why this child came to my life, and why this child came to life only. Why so much of suffering this child had right from the birth?
Yeah.
What could be the reason for him to come to life? And first thought came, maybe he came to teach something to the parents, and I hope they learn. The next question came to me, okay, fine. If I feel that this is what I'm saying, the introspection, asking yourself,
Yeah.
digging deeper.
Being interesting even more and
Yeah,
more. Yeah.
yeah. So when the answer came that, okay, the child came for the parents, why he is so much connected to me, why I got so much connected to him, why I was supporting so much, and his family, his parents, what was the reason, what did that child wanted to teach me? And the thought exactly came was, the child came to tell me that each one of us has a purpose, which means I have a purpose.
Hmm.
And that was the clarity I got. And after that, I have been, that inner happiness, that inner motivation, everything has been with me. The moment I found that clarity about, each one of us has come for a purpose. Most of us don't find it. Few of us are lucky enough, you and me, who are able to find it.
Yeah, would you say that the people that don't find it, is the problem maybe in this, that they are afraid to ask these deeper questions because they are afraid to receive an answer?
It is the
Which
fear as well as the lack of self-awareness, both. When they don't understand who they are, and they are not able to first understand and accept who they are. Because the fear goes when they are able to accept who they are.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that this is the place where the self-love comes,
The
right?
self-love comes,
Yeah.
yes. And self-love, before self-love actually comes one step, which is about self-awareness. Now, in my meetups, in my group talks, I ask people, what do they value more, self-awareness or self-love? And some people would say self-awareness, and some will say self-love. And there is a discussion about, no, self-awareness is more important than self-love. And as we move forward, and as a coach, I encourage them to follow whichever path they want to. Whether it is self-love, whether it is self-awareness, whatever they want to follow, it's their choice. The path becomes much more easier when they go through self-awareness. And it becomes a permanent thing. Because now I know what are my fears, what are my strengths, what can I do, what I can't do. I am more generous to myself. I am more acceptable to myself. Self-love, if it comes uh, beyond, without self-awareness, then it's like, make it till you fake it. Or fake it till you make it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, it was other way around. Fake it till you make it. So people who choose the path of following only self-love, which could be, looking in the mirror, admiring yourself, doing affirmations and all, and not getting deeper.
Yeah.
Because when you go deeper, when you want to develop your self-awareness, you use tools like journaling, getting a coach, finding the answers.
Yeah.
But if it is just about self-love, then it is about, your affirmations, training your brain just to
Yeah,
be.
it's like being in a superficial, not going deep, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the choice is for the person to decide, do I want to get into self-awareness, or I want to just limit towards self-love? But one thing that remains common between the person who doesn't want to move towards self-awareness has a fear.
Yeah.
The fear of what if,
Finding out what is in there.
finding out,
Yeah.
digging deeper, and they feel extremely scared about what will come on the surface. What is that thing inside us which we might not be able to handle only. So that fear holds them back. They don't want to touch that area. They are okay with, keep training their mind, but they don't understand that is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah. So what did you?
Self-awareness, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Go on. Go on.
Self-awareness is equally harder, but it becomes much easier, and it becomes permanent, becomes part of you.
Yeah.
because you know who you are now, you are
Mm-hmm.
not faking it anymore.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
where do you start with your with your clients? So you are saying this, that this is the most important step to go, is to go deep, right? To go
Yeah.
within you, to go back to basics, to reach out to that parts of you that you are aching and you cannot see it, right?
Hmm.
Through from here, you have to go
Yeah.
closer. Yeah.
Yeah. I again leave it to the client,
Mm.
because the readiness of the client is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have to do the difficult job, the client needs to be ready for it.
Yeah.
They need to have that strength.
Mm-hmm.
So I really leave it to them. It
Mm-hmm.
also depends on how much suffering they have already gone through,
Yeah.
and how much they have worked on themselves, and how much they are ready now to work on
Mm.
them.
Self
So,
motivation. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So the choice, I always go with the choice of the client.
Mm.
And as we keep working, somebody who has started with me on only on self-love, slowly and gradually, they start moving towards developing their awareness.
Mm.
Slowly and gradually. So ultimately, we reach to the same path, the same goal, just
Mm-hmm.
that the path changes
Yeah.
you know but somebody who is ready enough. And
Mm-hmm.
I tell them that it is going to be a gentle approach, but the results are everlasting.
Yeah.
And I tell them that there will be a point where it will get difficult, but I'm there to hold you,
Mm-hmm.
and I will
Mm-hmm.
go layer by layer, layer by
Yeah.
layer. And
Slowly.
that's what I start working on their past. I
Mm-hmm.
start asking them, and we start working on their past. The moment the past is getting resolved, they are
Mm-hmm.
getting a relief, we slowly and gently move towards the present.
Mm.
And future is always taken care.
Yeah.
Now they are ready. Now they don't need me.
Yeah.
The
Could you
woman is
tell?
empowered.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your book that you wrote?
Yes. Yeah. The book this book was actually never meant to be. Uh, I was working with one of my client, and I was really also thinking on, for a very long time, that I need to write a book, but I don't want to just write for the sake of writing.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to come from my heart. So I was in a session, and we were talking to a mother about, she was having some issues with her daughters and all. And after the session, the first sentence she said, "You should write a book on parenting." And I said, "Wow, that's great. This is what, it's instantly connected." And I go by my heart, you would understand how
Mm-hmm.
it is
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
going from heart. And I said, "Yes, this is what I want to do." And I instantly started working on it. But the fear came to me about,
Mm-hmm.
that this is my first book. It is very important. As a mother, it is very important to me, and I can't experiment. So, what do I do? And I used to write blogs earlier, and the idea came, how about compiling them? And these
Mm-hmm.
blogs have always been from different streams of my life, relationship, coaching, motivation, spirituality, life realities, all of that. So, professional and personal struggles.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt, how about putting them together? And I started putting them, making sections. So enjoying the whole process, learning through it. And as I kept on working on it, those blogs took a very, very different shape. And the second and third draft showed me, brought such a huge confidence in me that this book has a purpose. Now
Mm.
this book has a purpose. It's actually for the people who are who need help, but
Yeah.
who are either scared for any reason or introvert to ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
And this book can really help them because I am providing them real examples. I have put in what happens in my sessions, the
Mm-hmm.
learnings from the sessions, and those are real. And each one of us go through these struggles.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I want to help these people, then what do? I give them the knowledge, but then I need to give them the tools as well, which is
Yeah.
the practice, which are the exercises, which they
Mm-hmm.
can practice on their own. So every chapter, then I decided to include an exercise end of it, which is related to the topic.
Mm-hmm.
So you gain the knowledge,
Wow.
so you understand about who you are,
Mm-hmm.
so and then you try and discover yourself.
Mm-hmm. By
So
practicing, right?
practice
Yeah.
it. So every chapter is connected yet not connected. It is individual in its own self,
Mm-hmm.
yet it has a thread of self knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
enhancing your self awareness,
Mm-hmm.
accepting who you are even if when
Mm-hmm.
you make mistakes, and
Mm-hmm.
then improve yourself through the exercises.
So it's like a workbook, right?
It can be. It can. It. I won't call it a workbook because it has just a majority is about the concept, the
Okay.
understanding, the real
Mm-hmm.
life thing, and then there is an exercise related to
Mm-hmm.
that particular topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I would suggest maybe just to for you to send me a link and I will put it in the comments below. Maybe some of ladies would like to check it out and see it for herself if this could be helpful, something for her. So I really thank you, Vandana, for you to show up today and to share this wisdom. And for just for the closure, I would like you to maybe share um, one advice or one of your words, a sentence or something to share with us on the subject how to find that emotional and mental strength that will help us live the life that we want to live to the fullest.
Yeah. The most important thing for each woman is to find herself.
Mm-hmm.
That is one advice that I give to each and every woman, that respect yourself and give that importance to yourself.
Mm.
You know, the moment we start giving that little importance also, we
Mm.
start changing everything, and we keep trying to keep everybody happy. Our aim is
Mm.
always to
Yeah.
make everybody happy around us.
Yeah.
But seriously, the moment yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was there. But when I found that inner happiness, when I started
Mm.
valuing myself, there was no need for me to put that effort because
Yeah.
I was happy, everybody was happy around me.
Mm.
And even if when I was sad, I was okay to absorb my sadness. I
Yeah.
was okay to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was okay to say myself that I am a human being and not criticize myself.
Mm.
So just find yourself. There is a
Mm.
very sweet woman inside us. More
Yeah.
than a woman, a very sweet child inside us.
Mm.
We forget in that journey. The moment
Mm.
we find that child inside us, then the happiness is always there, because
Mm.
the nature of the child is to smile and
Mm-hmm.
let others smile,
And to play,
to
right?
play.
Because life
Yes.
is a game, we have to play it and laugh. And this is something that I also um, I realized that I need to heal myself. I need to heal child within first if I want to help others.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is really the key to our life, happiness and success in business also, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
sometimes, as I said, fake it till you make it. Even if you are finding the child, you are working on yourself, and you are work in progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then just start being like a child. Just fake by being a child, you know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It just changes your whole chemistry. It
Yeah.
changes your, your emotional being, your mental being, your physical posture. It just changes. So start faking being like a child, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But don't stop working on yourself.
Yeah, this is so good. Thank you very much. I just felt this energy of child within our conversation right now. So
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah.
Vandana, for your time again. It was a pleasure having you here, and I must say that you are an expert. I know that you don't like to say this, but it is your knowledge is so wide, and it is the way that you are expressing it. It is something like a magic to me, and I'm so happy that you came and shared this knowledge with my ladies here in Woman to Woman. And for sure, I believe that this story will continue.
Yeah, of course, and I'm very happy that I could come and talk to you. The comfort and the support you are providing to so many women, I'm sure they are going to rock.
Yeah.
You are there to support them, and you are a big strength. You're something one needs to look up to.
Mm,
You have built such a big business, and now you are supporting women. You have left everything and now you're working towards
mm,
your purpose. That requires a lot of courage.
mm,
So what you're doing is great, and
mm.
I'm very thankful
Thank
that
you.
you invited me and gave me that opportunity where I can share whatever I have learned in my life. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you. And there is a lot. There is a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody. Yeah, to watch for your time that you were with us here. And of course, you're welcome to check out Vandana's work. And as I said, I will put the link in the comments, and you could check this book. And we will definitely talk more and evolve this story together. So thank
Sure,
you very
sure.
much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.